Ken is in California. Hi, Ken. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. How you doing?
Great, man. How can we help?
I have a question. Me and my wife we just started your program about middle of May, and we're looking. We have multiple different debts. We have auto loan debt, student loan debt, and of course mortgage that we're now considering. Now, our student loan debt, they contacted us about a forbearance, and we were thinking about doing forbearance to help pay down that auto loan debt first. We just wanted to know your opinion on it.
It doesn't matter. It's pay me now, pay me later. Everything you don't pay on the student loan in terms of principal or interest, you'll have to pay later. And so all you're doing is just, in a sense, you're borrowing against the student loan to pay off because you're paying less on the student loan that you do have to pay later. So, you're dragging your feet on it so you can speed up the other one. It doesn't matter. If you want to knock that car loan out, that's not a bad idea. But just, don't ever be under the illusion that the student loan folks are doing you any favors. It's not the business that they're in.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So, all forbearance means is the word means patience.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. And so if you delay it now, use it to your advantage. Don't just delay it to kick the can down the road. Ken, that's what people do with student loans like they do with so many other decisions. They figure if they can kick the can down the road, I'll deal with it later. Problem is it gets bigger. It's like a dead-gum splinter in your hand.
Yeah. So in this situation, it's okay if he puts all of his effort. It becomes, this is our snowball, and we're just going to put everything towards this. The problem is sometimes
people go buy crap then.
That's right. So you have to be completely disciplined here.
Yeah. It's like your death on your debt snowball. I mean, you're game on.
Yeah.
Gazelle intense, focused, hitting it hard, all that kind of stuff. And if you're doing all of that, then that you can use the extra money to go either direction, but you're still going to end up paying it. So all it does is it slows down the speed of the one thing if you have a bigger payment on the actual
and speak to the details. I've heard this from you before. Forbearance sounds like, oh, what a break, what a relief. But if you don't look at the fine details, you could get yourself in a really sticky situation where maybe it's actually there's lots of levels to this, to where it's not true forbearance if it's going to be a penalty later on.
Yeah. Well, back during COVID, people were offered forbearance on their mortgage, and what that meant was don't pay a couple payments. And people were like, I don't have to pay a payment. That's awesome. It's like, no, it's coming. It's coming in September, and you're going to have to pay them all and catch them all up, or they're going to do this thing called foreclosure that goes right after forbearance. So,
yes.
Yeah, bad plan. So, no, you don't kick the can down the road unless you have to, or unless you're just really dialed in and you're going to use this to your advantage. But I would not use the word forbearance in most cases to purposefully get behind. It's how to get caught up is what it really means. That's what the purpose of it is. When you do a forbearance on a mortgage in a traditional situation, that means you're like 4 payments behind, and they agree to a payment and a half for 8 months. 8 halves is the 4 wholes, catches you up in addition to your regular payment. That's a forbearance, a catch-up plan. And I'm not talking about like mayonnaise. I'm talking about catching up, right? So, that's what you're looking for. And that's what the word really means. And so just beware, because anytime somebody starts talking about you skipping payments or anything else, they going to get their money. That's what you need to remember.